It'll be like, AI, make me a website there that sells tit clamps. 15% off, and give me a shop, and it'll have it done. But I think that's about 2 years or 3 years away.
It's not even that far away, I'd say. Well, tit clamps would be, be handy enough one. Like,
I've got 7,000 of them bought. They're in the shed.
Temu.
Yeah, I got a great deal on them, man.
Temu clamps.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I'm a comedian. This podcast is about my life, my wife, my likes and dislikes, hurling, football, movies, sex, drugs and rock and roll without the sex, drugs and rock and roll. There are going to be special guests and always regular contributors, but mostly it's going to be me and my main squeeze, the wife. So sit back, relax and enjoy Conversations with Cornelius. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. I am Cornelius and you're very welcome here to the studios, the Fearless Digital Network studios. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole and tell you the whole carry on about where we are or where we're not today. I'm just going to get straight on with it. If you want to guess, you can send me an email at corneliusthecomic@gmail.com, or you can tune into my Patreon, which is, there's a link in the bio, and you might find out there, or you might not. It's entirely up to yourself. The Patreon's a $5, so do you know what I mean? Like, imagine if you paid for that and you didn't find out, then you'd be kind of salty enough, but there's no refunds is what I'm trying to say to you. There's no refunds on the Patreon. You just sign up and you do it, and that's the end of it. Speaking of all that kind of stuff, like and subscribe the Fearless Digital Network on Facebook, Instagram and on YouTube. YouTube is where you'll get to see all of these videos live, the live recordings of them from start to finish. I think that's all the fucking business done there. I got that out there in about 2 minutes. I'm feeling pretty sick about that. What's going on with me? I got gout last week. Got fucking struck down in the prime of my life with gout. I had to cancel my gigs. I had 2 lovely gigs up in up in Mullingar and in Dublin, and I had to cancel both of them. And I was on the flat of my back for 3 days with the gout, and it was extremely painful, but very, very enjoyable at the same time. Doing fuck all for 3 days, having my wife just basically fucking making my dinners, taking my clothes off, stuff like that. It was lovely. And what else is going on? I'm doing whips this year, or this week. I've got a couple of whips coming up. Work in progress, getting very close now. Very close to the launch of the new tour, Pull Hard, and I'm super excited about it. And I've got to I just got to get a few small little things ready for it. I need to get my merch ready. I need to get just a few ads in locations that I'm doing ready. Small little tiny things. The show's ready. I think it's one of the best bits of writing I've ever done. I'm really excited to bring it around Ireland, and you can get tickets on www.corneliuspatrickosullivan.com. That's a lot of information now that you've got there to start. I would suggest you rewind, get a pen and paper, okay? Take down all the information, specifically the Patreon one and the buying tickets to the show one, because that benefits me in a big way, all right? I'll wait for you.
You did that very well.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get on with the podcast because, to be honest, it's not a sales pitch. It kind of was a bit of a sales pitch, though, wasn't it?
It was a good one.
Thank you so much. It was a good one. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to bring on today's guest, right? And I kind of did a little what's known in the trade as foreshadowing there in the intro, right? I was like, I must get my merch ready. Did you hear that?
I did.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is a first-time guest on Conversations with Cornelius, the podcast that has been running since 2022, but had a little bit of a little sabbatical there for about 8 months. But we're back now. And this guy, I know from online and from the telephone. We haven't
That's
really.
Fair.
Have we met? We've met once or twice.
I think we met
in a match.
A match, yeah. That's it.
Was that the first time we actually met?
Back in Glenbeigh, and I think when you came up to me, I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Because it was always just on
you
the
were attracted to me, were you?
Yeah. It was unreal.
What was it about me that attracted you that day?
I think it was just the way you were skulking around Glenbeigh at the game.
No, I'm a bit of a skulker.
You were in behind everyone, I was, Jesus, who's this fella? Pickpocket. And then you were over, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I spotted you. Yeah. And that was an accident that day. That was a happy accident. I was going down to Valentia Island to go to a football match.
That's right.
But there was, in Glenbeigh, they decided, it was the 16th of March, and they decided, to be fair to them, that they'd get ahead of everybody else and have their St. Patrick's Day parade a day before everybody else. And I got stuck in traffic, so I just said I'd fucking go to the match inside here, and you were in there.
We were in there, yeah. was a great day.
It was good. Yeah, and it was. And your team won that day, didn't they?
They did. Yeah, but it was like it was a great. The video after was great, like, you know, and it was a great reaction to it, like, and I think the people around locally loved it, like, Jesus, you know.
I must do more.
I told them all I organised it. I said, I sorted that out.
Yeah. I know him. Yeah. No, he wouldn't have done that only for me. Yeah.
First time meeting you.
Yeah. Actually, get on to me first, and I'll get on to him.
Oh, you might cut.
And the amount of people you meet in my world that goes, get on to me first before you get on to him. I'll sort that out for you. Anyway, I didn't even give you your introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is the owner of the Brand Geeks, a branding company in Clorglin and County Kerry. I've done a good bit of work with them. We're going to get into that in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your friend and mine, Mr. Chris Mack. Da 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 da.
I'm loving it.
Da 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 da. Okay, that's too much. How are you, Chris?
I'm great.
Yeah,
I'm great. Yeah, delighted to be here.
Are you?
Yeah. It's great.
Good. I'm delighted that you're here as well.
Second time meeting you, like, it's straight onto a podcast.
Straight onto a podcast. Tell me what's going on. What did you do today? Now, what'd you have for your breakfast?
I had muesli.
Muesli.
Yeah, muesli and banana for the breakfast. Nice, isn't it?
Alpen.
I won't.
You don't want to give away the brand.
I want to give away the brand.
Okay. Alpen's my favourite muesli.
I'll tell you what my favourite muesli is O'Donnell's muesli. They're based in Clorglin.
Yeah,
that's it. Look, that's what I had.
That's what you had. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to try O'Donnell's muesli now in the morning.
Definitely.
You know? I'm actually going to fuck my Alpen into the bin when I go home.
Straight onto them for the next couple of euros now.
You know? I'm going to use. I actually need to do a bit of pebble dashing up my front. I'll use the Alpen for that, and I'm going to have the O'Donnell's in the morning. Yeah. Now, was it skimmed or semi-skimmed or full fat milk?
Oh, full fat milk.
Fuck it. You don't give a shit about anything, do you?
Geez,
You're like,
I knew the podcast was coming up. Like, you needed everything.
You needed the energy. You needed the calcium.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So would you have that every morning? Is that your breakfast?
I tell you now, this is funny now because I never really eat breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did a thing. What did you do last year? You did intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
I did a little bit of that after, which meant that I wasn't eating breakfast, so I was not eating after 8, and then I wasn't eating until lunchtime.
It's unreal.
There's no big difference really because I wasn't having breakfast anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I was kind of half doing it anyway, except I was having a load of biscuits at night.
Yeah, that kind of counteracts the benefits.
So I just stopped that part.
Yeah.
And
my problem is after 8 o'clock, I would eat what I've eaten all day again after 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, no problem at all. Did you have any toast?
I didn't.
Did you?
No.
Did you have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee?
I had about 4 cups of coffee today, I'd say.
4 cups of coffee.
Yeah. But that'd be the kind of
is
standard
that the normal?
fare. Like that'd be the standard fare. Yeah.
What kind? Are you a coffee nerd?
No.
You drink it anyway.
Yeah. Just
Maxwell House.
Well, we'd have an old Nespresso machine in the office, and I'd be tearing into that. Like,
fucking wiring into that.
Yeah. Okay. And it'd be like sometimes then I'd be maybe 2 pods. Yeah.
Oh,
I hope.
Jesus Christ.
Green and accounts is listening
double
to this
dropping,
now,
we call that in Cork.
Well,
different kind of a double drop.
Different stuff, yeah.
You're double coughing, I'm double dropping.
Yeah. So nice drop of coffee for the day.
Yeah. My wife is addicted to coffee as well.
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot of it, but I find when I drink a lot of it, I get fucking jittery. Like I get jittery. But some people just like, it's just like rocket fuel.
I don't think it bothers me too much, really. Like, yeah. And once I don't have it late, like. But,
if you don't have a coffee, are you a different human?
Yeah, I'd be cranky enough.
Are you?
Yeah, but I'd be cranky. You know,
I think everybody's fucking cranky.
Habitually, like, you know,
are you cranky? Are you a cranky person?
Kind of cranky. Yeah.
You're very good at hiding it.
Yeah.
I could.
You know,
people annoy you.
Yeah.
No, people annoy me as well, man. People annoy me. Honestly, like no one here. No, I love everyone here, but like people annoy me all the time. Like, and I'm like, and when you're in our world, we're dealing with the public all the time. You have to have the old.
I know. I think the lads know it as well in the office, though. They'll intervene, we'll say.
Yeah, but you're working with your wife as well, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Same.
And living with her as well.
Are you living with her as well?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get onto that stage at some stage.
I actually said it to her.
I was actually living with someone else at the moment.
I said it to her last week about doing something, and I don't know, it was doing something in the gym. I said, would you go to the gym? And she said, are we not doing enough together? Like, I said, yeah, you're probably right.
Wow, you got off lightly there. You asked your wife to go to the gym. And she was like, what?
Yeah.
I'd get a fucking headbutt.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But, right, okay. Lovely introduction there, lads. If you didn't know anything about Chris, you know now that he loves O'Donnell's muesli.
Yes, yeah.
He loves coffee.
Yeah.
He's living with his wife, which is unreal.
It was big news to the parish there, though.
Big news. Like, I mean, that's going to be on the Kerryman tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you read the Kerryman?
I'm not great for reading papers in general, like, so...
So where would you get your news?
The radio.
The radio.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you read ever? Do you ever look at articles online and stuff like that?
Very rarely, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm podcast, radio. I just find it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, like, obviously I'd have the odd ones, like, but in general, like, I'm more audio.
Audio, yeah. No, it's definitely like, on the way up now, I was listening all about, this will be out of context now by the time this comes up, but the budget is coming out today.
Yeah.
I'm listening about all that. I actually had to turn it off about maybe 15 minutes into the journey because I could just feel myself getting fucking hot with temper over stuff that I don't even understand.
Yeah. And, like, really, what can you do about it? I actually didn't listen to it because I said, well, I had 2 or 3 phone calls to make on the way up, like, so it was grand, you know, but I just...
Yeah. I have a phone too, man, right?
Yeah,
like we're gonna,
yeah. So I said, what can I do? I can't do anything about the budget, really. Like, you just roll with it, like.
Roll with it, yeah. We're going to play a little game, Chris. Okay. This game is called Trending Topics with Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan.
Jesus. I always thought that was a button you pressed.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get a jingle for this, right?
Yeah.
But Alessio, our sound producer, who's got full-time listening ears, like that's his job, he thought my singing was so good that it would ruin...
And you just do it
there'd
whenever.
be nothing that could be as good.
So what's it called again?
Trending Topics with Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan.
She's a button, be way easier, lads. Let's get a button.
So you know what trending topics is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you like 3 things that are, that's why I asked you, were you reading anything? Because that's good because you haven't been online today. But these are just like general things that are going around the place.
Okay.
And I saw this online this morning. McGuinness back for 2026. And we're not talking about like an American knockoff of Guinness called Mick Guinness. We're talking about Jim McGuinness.
Jimmy's winning
matches. He's back for 2026.
It's probably the best. I'm going to say it's probably the best fan song that's been ever.
Jimmy's winning matches.
Yeah, I think it's just...
Did you hear the Armagh one last year? G is for geezer, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, that was good too, yeah.
R for Ian O'Neill. W for winning Sam Maguire. You'd none out this year then, did you?
No, I'd say we just concentrated on the football.
Yeah, okay. I'm no one to fucking talk now.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, but I like Jimmy.
Yeah.
He was actually, and I suppose we might talk about it later, but when I started, he was a mentor for my company.
Shut up.
Yeah. So
what?
Like when I started the Brand Geeks, I didn't start as the Brand Geeks.
Okay.
And I did this Arthur Guinness competition. So do you remember Guinness had this day called Arthur's Day?
Yeah.
And there was this big huge thing, and it was to Arthur, and it was Arthur's Day.
Did they do that anymore?
And they built it up, and it was huge.
I remember.
And it was getting bigger. And then I think it was just promoting drink too much or something. They all came down top and whatever.
Locked.
So then they had this competition where you would enter your business, and I think 40 businesses got picked out or whatever. Like, so you had to vote on social media, and you had to say what the business was about. And we won a part of it, and part of it was a video, and it was a big campaign. And then they just cancelled Arthur's Day. So they were like, we'll give you your money, but there was no campaign to go with it.
Okay.
But part of it was Jimmy was a mentor. And I had his mobile, I was able to ring him and ask him one or two things. I never did. Like, I rang him maybe twice. And then
there. Did you? Have you met him? Like,
so I met him, and it was lovely. Like obviously he went to college in Tralee. Like, that was the foundation of his, loveliness and football.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We're talking about Jim McGuinness in case anyone doesn't know who he is. He is the county senior football manager for Donegal. Donegal got to the All-Ireland final last year and were beaten by Kerry. Yeah. And so he's back, and he's like, I remember we were talking about lockdown before we came on air.
Yeah.
And I remember reading his book twice during lockdown, and he's just one of these inspirational characters. Like I know now when they hadn't won in years, and then he came along, And within 3 or 4 years, he revolutionised football. Pat Spillane called it puke football, the type of football that he was playing. But it was effective football, and Donegal had to fucking win. And that's at the end of the day, you can't take the All-Ireland medals back off them now.
Sure, absolutely.
You know, and that's it. And you have to find ways to win in certain
But I
situations.
think even the mentality shift in Donegal when he took over again, like, absolutely. Like, and you have to, I mean, like, as you know, because we've discussed it loads of time, I love the GA, I love everything it's about, and like in terms of from grassroots up, and I think he's one of those people that you can look to and you can say, Jesus, like, you know, like he gets it and he builds it from the ground up. I think he does anyway from the outside. It looks like that way, you know.
I remember reading about his training sessions. Like you'd imagine that he'd have this like new scientific methods because he had like his players were just fucking like 1,500 meter middle distance runners, or 15 or 5,000 middle distance runners. They were unbelievable athletes, and it was laps, sprinting laps up and down dunes, but till they got sick. And then when you got sick, off you go again. You know,
it was
relentless. Mick O'Dwyer down to the beach. You know, and sometimes like I go to a lot of matches and I'm watching warm ups and I'm like looking at these. Nearly the more convoluted the warm up, I have yet to see a team this year do a warm up, and I've seen 2 or 3 teams do really convoluted, and they're like, come on, and they always lose. They're always losing. Whereas the lads that are just going forward and back at pace, doing the hand passing,
the basics,
they're just in their own count. They're just going, we're just catching and kicking this ball. But he's unbelievable. I'm delighted to see him back because I think the game needs him. And the new rules, he has shown that he can play with any rules.
He's an asset to the game. Like,
an asset to the game.
That's the way I look at it. Like.
2 thumbs up for Jim McGuinness.
I'll give him 2 thumbs up. That's 4 thumbs up.
That's 4 thumbs up. Yeah. Maths.
Not great.
Hashtag Apple. All right.
Yeah.
So Apple, just a little thing with Apple came up today on the RT website. I didn't even read it, but I just said to myself, I said, Apple.
That's 2 of us then.
Apple is it's probably, in my opinion, I would say Apple is one of the most recognizable brands on the planet. Maybe Nike or something like that after it. What else would fall into that category?
Kerry J.
Yeah,
you hate that, like.
But caught me there now. You caught me there, like you just caught me there, like.
I can't think of anything bigger.
God, I can think of thousands of things bigger.
But no, it is. It's massive, like. And it's. Have you an Apple phone?
I have an iPhone, I do have an iPhone now that I think about it, but I had Samsung before that. I'm not married to Apple. Noel, our computer at home is an Apple computer. So now that I think about it, and I eat a lot of apples.
Do you like apples as well? I like, we've say 9 of us working in the Brand Geeks, like, and it's when some people just will not use them, like.
Really?
And then other people will not use anything else. So like, I use Apple only because I have an iPhone, and it just, if I'm out and I'm shooting video, I can airdrop it onto the computer and it's there and it's handy and it's quick and it's just I have that family of it. It's the system, the ecosystem of Apple, you know.
Were you in it from day one?
No, I was Android before that.
Were you?
Then once I started doing more video stuff, I was like, this is so much easier, like. But so when people start, we're like, oh, you Apple or Android, like, you know.
I think I'm going to stick with Apple now as well, because before I was like, I didn't like, they're a bit greedy now, like.
But they are, and I'd prefer not to be with them.
But their quality is.
there.
And sadly, you have to pay for quality.
That is the unfortunate part of it.
That's the fucking unfortunate part. If anyone knows where there's something going that's high quality for cheap, get in contact, because I'd like to buy that instead of paying through the nose.
And like an Apple sponsorship would be good for this podcast, I feel.
Apple, if you're around, get on to us. What's your man's name? Willie.
Is it?
Willie Gates. He's dead now, sure, isn't he? Bill Gates. He passed away, didn't he?
I didn't say so, did he?
Oh, not Bill Gates. I'm thinking the other fella. What's the other fella? What's the other fella with Steve?
I really missed out on a lot of news, lads.
Sorry, Bill.
Bill Gates is dead.
He's Microsoft. If you want to get in on it as well, we'll do a double sponsorship with Microsoft and Apple. Lads, get in there. Fucking, we'll do a deal. We're here to deal, Chris. We're here to do a deal with you today. Come on.
And Bill, if you're not feeling well, just, you know.
Sorry, Bill, for fucking foisting that upon you. Like, do you know what I mean? He split up with the wife.
Remember, what was your man's name from Apple?
Jobs.
Yeah,
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Absolute lunatic. I read his autobiography on my
honeymoon.
honeymoon.
You read plenty, don't you?
No, I just happened to, there's about 3 books I've read.
3 books, okay.
I'll get out the other one there. Shantram, by David Gregory George. Great book, 1,000 pages.
mean,
Took me about 5 years to read it.
There's 2 books on the table then. Did you read them?
I actually
They're
did
just
read
there
those.
for show.
No, I did actually. That's a brilliant book. That's about hurling goalkeepers, Last Man Standing, and that's Soundings.
Soundings. I've read. Well, I haven't read, but it was there when I was in school.
Yeah, Soundings. Do you like poetry?
I don't mind it.
Yeah. What's your favourite poem?
1 second. Just
Humpty Dumpty.
cut there. That's it.
That's the only subject in school that I liked was English.
Really?
And I had a really cool English teacher. And I came across the Soundings about 15 years ago, my old Soundings, and I lost it. And then that's
So
actually...
you just bought it again then?
That was given to me as a Christmas present a few
right.
years ago, yeah. And I brought it up here for the set, so I don't have it at home.
Yeah,
but I'm going to
yeah.
get another copy of it. I would actually sometimes go back and read the odd poem.
That's
honestly,
mad,
yeah. Because it's like a song. It'll bring me back. It's like a time capsule.
I'd say if I read anything there, it wouldn't bring me back because I just didn't read it when I was in school. Like, I was a disaster. Like,
Yeah. Did you not like school?
I loved school.
you?
Loved the crack like in school.
Yeah.
But the subjects and the learning just didn't happen.
No, same.
Yeah,
Same.
so bad at that.
I failed
like.
my leaving cert.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Isn't it gas?
Well, I
like?
went back and I had to cut it the second time. Like,
Did you pass it the second time?
I think I did.
Well,
yeah,
if you did, there's no point in me trying.
Yeah.
Because like, if you failed the first time, sure, I was
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
If you passed the second time, I'd probably pass. So there's no point in me doing it.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Did you do it a second time though?
I
Genuinely?
did, yeah. But I think when I did the leaving cert the first time, I must have been like only barely 17 or something.
Yeah.
Well, like I went to school when I was very young. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so
17 is young.
yeah. Well, like, as in I'd say I was just turned 17 doing it. Like,
Fuck it. So
Yeah.
you were like 16 when the year started.
yeah.
And did you repeat it the following year, or did you take it?
All repeated the following year. Yeah.
Okay.
But the school I was in, there was a huge kind of like I would say that 60% of the people repeated. It was kind of a
Yeah. So you were expected to fail the first year.
Yeah.
And come back in
Yeah.
and fucking sort yourself out now
Yeah.
the next year.
Exactly, yeah.
So do you know the way you said there, you couldn't study, right? I couldn't study, right? I recently got a diagnosis of ADHD,
Hmm.
right? And I genuinely, for my whole entire life, thought I was the thickest person and that I was fooling everybody into thinking that I wasn't really that clever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd have a good old mask on me now.
Yes,
like,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But behind it all, I'd have a massive insecurity about being unintelligent because
Yeah,
I wasn't good academically, you know?
well, we were graded in school, like, so we were in like
Same.
they told you weren't
Yeah,
intelligent.
I was
like,
in
you
the
know.
I was in the dumb class.
So
like, yeah.
there was 5 classes, like, so it was the A class, B, C, and as we were in the E class, like, and as one of my friends used to say to me, like, don't worry about them, like, we're in E for intelligent. So that will tell you.
But it's
She was a gas
amazing
man,
because
actually.
we were the same. Now we were graded like like the honors classes, and then
Yeah.
you might be good at 1 or 2 subjects, and you'd be allowed to go into the honors class for that. But I was in the fucking like pass everything, fucking pass everything.
yeah.
And I'd say now as yourself, I couldn't fucking. But I'm interested to know though. The second year you went back, were you able to study the second year then?
Do you know, like, I suppose there was a bit of cuteness about maybe the second time.
Was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You copied.
yeah. I didn't. I barely went into classes even. Do you
Yeah.
know, like, because
Were you able to study yourself at home or something? is it?
I don't know what I don't know, to be honest with you, what I
Yeah.
did, but
Yeah.
like, I did all right the second time.
Yeah.
You know,
you got what you needed to do anyway.
yeah,
obviously.
yeah, exactly. But I just, like, I will say I was in the bottom class, whatever, and I was a disaster, like, academically, like. But geez, the teachers were brilliant, like. Do you know, I couldn't, like, I had a brilliant time there.
Yeah.
A brilliant time at school, and
Did you
Crack.
go to? Where did you go to school?
it was a mixed school.
Was it?
in Killarglen?
In
like,
Killarglen.
Yeah.
Okay, so boys and girls. And so were you able to walk to school? Did you live in the town?
No, I got the bus.
Got the bus.
Yeah.
So the crack was mighty.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Like, I can tell you now, right? So I used to do a fright of dancing as well.
Yeah.
Like a fright of it. And so there was a fella in my class called Dan McGillicuddy, you know?
Right.
And he's a gas man. And my mum got this, the report home, like, the attendance report, whatever. And she was like, "Jeez, like, Christy, like, you're only in school. You're only in school 10 days in the year, you know?" And she was like, "But they must have made a mistake because you're getting the bus every morning, like." And I was like, "Oh, they're after mixing me up with Dan. He never comes in." And she just said, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, like,
Yeah.
you know?" But like,
That was the parenting of it was a different time for parents. Like they had enough on
so
their
different.
plates.
I'll tell you now, right? I've only one brother, and there's 5 years between us. So if I was in, like, say, 2nd or 3rd year in secondary school, he was in 5th or 6th class in national school. And so when the buses used to come up in the morning, my bus used to come first, and then his one. So I used to go out in the garden and I used to hide behind the bush. So they'd see me leaving the house.
Yeah.
I'd hide in a bush, basically, like. The bus would slow down.
That's you.
Not see me, drive off. And my parents used to think I was on the bus.
Yeah.
Then they used to go to work and they used to either, I think my brother, they used to bring my brother to school then, like.
Yeah.
And
he's younger than you, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they used to bring him off to school. I used to go back into the house for the day, like. I mean,
Wow.
like, it was
That's
just
heaven.
a dream, like. It was
Heaven.
a dream. I had the fucking house to myself.
Yeah.
But then you see, I was
Wanking all day, I suppose.
Oh, reckless in the world. Can you imagine? When you're
Yeah,
that
sure,
age?
for fuck's sake, at that
Jesus
age. Sure, what else
Christ
is he going to be
almighty.
doing? There's no internet.
Jesus, straight to the hospital.
The
next
wank
year.
bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the brother used to come home on the bus then from school, like, you know. So I'd be afraid that he'd fucking
Squeal.
like, you know. So I used to, when he's come home, I used to go up in the attic.
You're a gas man.
And then for a bit of the year, I used to pretend I was a ghost. So he'd come home from school and I know a word of a lie, I'd be opening the attic door and I'd be going, ooh. And he'd be down, he'd be like, and he used to be telling my mother, he's, maybe like there's a ghost in the house, like, and she's like,
you
there's no.
fucking
And then I used to
scallywag.
sneak down and come around and come in the door and I'd be like, oh, how's it going?
Great day at school.
Yeah.
No homework.
But I
Fucking
did
hell.
that for a long time.
So that's what you would make of Apple, so.
Yeah. Sorry.
Last one, hashtag AI.
AI.
We had a conversation on the phone about this recently. I'm using AI so much now. So much, like, honest to God, like I'm not using it. I don't know if I said this on the podcast recently, but I had a funny story where I'd taken my young fella training recently, and he was at training, and one of the trainers came up to me, lovely woman altogether, we were chatting away, and she said to me, would you ever use AI now? And I said, I think I might have said this to you actually on the phone. And I said, I would, yeah, I would. She goes, would you use it now for writing any of your comedy? And I was like, oh, fucking no, Jesus. That's not what I got into comedy for at all. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, I just wouldn't use it. That wouldn't interest me, you know. And she was like, oh, but it'd make your job way easier, like, you know, make your job way easier.
And less funny.
And even probably less funny. But then I said, but I'm kind of in it for the art, you know. And she just started laughing.
Sure.
And I was just like, all right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm a bit of a wanker. Do you know what I mean? Like, but like, you know, like you could literally, I know myself, right? This is the scary fucking thing for me now. And I'm asking you the question, but I'm answering my own question first of all, is I know that I could probably prompt AI to write a show about this slitter and these glasses. And to have it like, you know, like give it some sort of a narrative, a little bit of a plot and a subplot, tie it all up nicely at the end of an hour, and have punchlines, tags, and callbacks. And AI would spit it out. And now you could go away then and you could be tinkering with it, but that's what's scary to me.
Yeah. Like, I suppose for us, similar, like in the Brand Geeks, because everything is creative and people are coming to us to kind of come up with ideas for them, whatever, and like, you know, when people are coming to you and they're like, oh, like I've had a couple of ideas last night there, and then they give you like 6 foolscap pages, like, you know, printed out, and you're going, oh yeah. But I suppose I was telling you that, like, say, you know, we have our own in-house graphic designer, and we'll do designs, and we can be designing portfolios for people or websites or whatever it might be. And people can go away and they can get AI to do it, like, but it'll never be right. It'll never be that streamlined version that you want. But it's brilliant for them to be able to say, this is what I like and this is what I want you to do. It definitely cuts down the amount of time that we have to put into it. So it saves them a bit of money.
Yeah.
And we can still, like, so if we were doing brand guidelines, we'd still be doing them, you know, with the graphic designer, and he's doing them fully. Like, I mean, I'm well away from that process. Like, as you might gather there from the way I'm saying it, but like Peter is the graphic designer and he does it, like, and he does all that side of it, whereas I maybe come in with maybe the more of the how we'll market this after and the ideas then, and the campaigns. But even that side of it, like, so you might be scripting a funny video for a client or whatever, and it's very hard to kind of replicate the Irish humour. Like, you're never...
I think humour is very difficult. No, I mean... I think you're right. I think that at the moment it's a little bit rudimentary compared to what it's going to be like.
Yes,
I think eventually it'll be like, AI, make me a website there that sells tit clamps. 15% off, and
Yeah.
give me a shop, and it'll have it done. But I think that's about 2 years or 3 years away.
It's not even that far away, I'd say. Well, tilt clamps would be,
Yeah.
be handy enough one. Like,
I've got 7,000 of them bought. They're in the shed.
Timu.
Yeah, I got a great deal on them, man.
Timu clamps.
Yeah, Timu tit clamps.
Yeah.
2 for a tenner.
I think that you're just coming back to that. So if you want to sell something locally, or you want to kind of really connect with someone,
Yeah.
I think it's never going to make that connection.
Yeah, yeah.
But it will guide you, though. It will.
We're finding it amazing now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm only looking at the negatives there. Like, just to give you a positive, like, I got a big contract with Centra there now during the year, and Noelle, who is on this podcast all the time, my wife, she's my manager as well. She went on and was like, okay, what should I add? Like, got all the information that she should know as an informed agent to represent me, without ever having worked as an agent. Do you know, that kind of way?
Absolutely, yeah.
So it does make, whereas if you to get that information in the past, first of all, you'd have to know someone. Then you'd have had to ring them, meet them for a coffee, get out your pen and paper, and hope that they'd talk to you, give you all that. Whereas Noelle did it, and 4 minutes later, we'd have scripted, as you'd say yourself, about how to react here, or how to price this, or what to say here. Or
And that you're not completely outside of what they're looking for.
Correct.
That
Correct.
you're in that same ballpark. Like,
yeah, and like we'd say, what should we be asking, and whatever it was, then we'd go. Look, we'll go a little bit less than that now. We don't want to be, do you know that kind of way.
Yeah.
Except if it was for yourself, it would be just a little bit
yeah.
more,
Yeah.
than just a little bit more. But yeah, do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing. Like a simple example, like say we've like restaurants that come with us, and they'd say, print our menu. Like, we'll just give the menu to AI and say, spell check that. Like,
Oh yeah,
or like a document with 50 pages. So they'll say, is that print ready? And they'll sign off on it. And then we'll do a spell check on it. And it picks up on stuff, or it might pick up on grammar, or it might pick up on...
Yeah.
Because like say, a lot of the software that you use for designing stuff doesn't have inbuilt spell checkers. So yeah.
What AI do you use?
I use Jerry Patrick Thomas.
Jerry Patrick, GPT.
GPT, yeah.
Jerry Patrick Thomas.
So GPT was so hard to say, I just started calling him Jerry Patrick. And then I got my cousin using Jerry Patrick, and he used to be ringing me then going, Jerpa's unreal. You're Jerpa. So now we call him Jerpa. Jerpa, like.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So Jerpa sounds like he's from down the road, like, and he's inside, and he's,
Are you paying for the professional one?
professional Jerpa, yeah.
Same, yeah. He's pro, yeah.
Mr. Jerpa.
I have Jerpa on the computer, and then I have Grok on the. I use the Grok as well.
Yeah, I don't use that now.
I like Grok as well because you can just like Grok. She's kind of sexy. She's got kind of like hi Cornelius. I'm like, hi.
Well, you can change Jerpa's to you can change his voice. Like, do you do you have a conversation with him?
Well, I'd be like
with him
with Jerpa.
Yeah. Have you tried that? No.
I have. Yeah, I have.
Funny, like.
I have. But I feel like I'm cheating on Grok. Because Grok is like kind of my,
And then there's Claude, but it just sounds too French for me. I wouldn't use
Claude.
it. Yeah.
Claude. Claude's a nice French name, but have you ever met a Claude, an Irish Claude?
I have actually, yeah. He's chef in Clarny, yeah.
All right, okay, well, I won't say what I was going to say then.
Yeah.
That concludes Trending Topics with Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much, Chris.
That is beautiful.
You're knocking it out of the park, man.
Oh, we're flying
You're knocking it out of the park.
We're flying it.
We're at 34 minutes, we've talked about fuck all.
We've only done the trending topics.
We've literally done, we haven't gone into the belly of the beast at all.
Oh, Lord.
Do you know what I mean? So we may as well. I better put on my glasses. I have a few questions to ask for you. So as we were just kind of, I suppose, talking about or alluding to you, and as I introduced you at the start of the podcast, you've got your own branding company in Kerry.
That's right.
In Killorglin. But I presume that you probably do a lot of local work as well. Do you do a lot of international work?
We do. Yeah, we do a bit of international work. We do bits in the UK, and we've 1 or 2 bits in America. In America.
Christ almighty, he's fucking flying it. Yeah. He's taking the American money now as well. A question that I had that was in my head, right? Just to try and get branding going, right? So I don't know. I assume that you are a pervert for branding, right? The same way as I'm a pervert for comedy. That you love it.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why, right? Because I actually am going to say that I have a story about something that I said to you when we were right back at the start when I was doing the Cronins. I may as well say it now.
Might as well.
I was doing the one of the very first Cronin's videos anyway.
Oh, I know what you're going to say here, yeah.
And there's a moment in the videos where I choose a part of the game where I go, and it's the Cronin's side or choose to be exceptional moment of the match, right? Extraordinary.
Yes.
And I said exceptional, right?
Yeah.
It's Cronin's side or choose to be extraordinary. But I had said exceptional. Chris rings me up. Now, this is a big contract for me, I was delighted to get this. It's like really it's the start of the year.
Yeah.
It was really gonna, help me do this job to a higher level and take it around there. And it pays reasonably decent. I was very happy with it. I said the wrong word, right? Exceptional, I said, instead of extraordinary. You rang me up anyway, and I said to you, shut this fucking grand. Shut up, be grand.
I know.
For fuck's sake, what does that mean? Shut us only a word.
Oh, yeah.
And then you
Exceptional, extraordinary.
you did the same thing. And I could sense the frustration in your voice as I said it, but at the same time, the understanding that I hadn't the same understanding of how important.
And maybe I suppose I put it back on myself. I think I did anyway. Like say maybe I didn't get that across in the initial.
You did. You did.
I was benefit out there.
I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD at the time. I'm just blaming that for everything now. No, you did because I saw your email and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, almighty! I said exceptional, and I remember, but I haven't made that mistake since until I nearly made it there again. But it is important. Words are important in branding.
Absolutely, and I suppose the whole part of that was that it's extra. It's the extra part of your day or your night, the moment, the extra moment, and it's extraordinary. And
you would have thought about that when you were coming up with that concept for Cronin's.
And it was something that was on the bottle and I felt that was underutilized, and you know that. So yeah, we've had fun with that now. To be fair, like
we have.
We'll come back to it, will we?
We're going to come back to it, but I just wanted to because I just thought that was interesting. That really did stick in my head about. Like how I might or someone might think that it's something as blasé, but there's a lot of depth to it, and when you see it regular, it kind of sticks. That's what branding is, isn't it?
That's it, pretty much.
Sticks.
Yeah,
that's the stick.
It is.
What makes a brand stick in someone's head without them realizing it? See what I did there?
I do. It's a funny one, right? Because I like say when people come in and they went to. There's kind of two ways I'd approach this now, but like if you come in and you wanted a logo, and we've some people who come in and they will obsess over the logo.
Okay.
Like they will obsess over the logo for weeks and months, and like their business is in the background and they're working on the business, but like the logo, they're obsessing and nothing's being launched until this logo is perfect. And I just feel like, you know the Nike logo, the swoosh, like if you took everything away from that, like, and you just said that's your logo there now, the swoosh, like, and you'd be going, my fucking 6-year-old could have drawn that, like, you know, and they could have, but it's not. That's not the logo. Isn't the brand? You know, the brand is everything they've put into it, everything they've made it. The best athletes in the world just do it. You know, it's like where they've placed themselves in the world of athletes and sports and. You know, signing the best players in the world. That's their brand. The brand is everything that's been around it. And like say, if you like, that's Nike. They're global and they're the biggest brands in the world. But if you take it back down then to Cronin cider, say, and John Cronin is behind it. His name is on it. But if you meet him, he's really personable, like, and he loves his product, like, and he really, really believes in it. And he's a really nice guy to meet and to talk to. And for me, that's what builds a brand. Like, it's actually
it's the work behind
it. It's almost everything else you do. Like, so it's not really the logo or the color or whatever, because that can be. We rebranded ourselves. We changed the color. We were black and red up until this year, but I feel like that. If you look,
I like that logo though. That Brand Geek's logo.
Yeah, but if you looked at it, then you'd say, "Jesus, they're opticians or something. Maybe are they?" Do you know? Like,
yeah, actually,
So like. The branding is everything that we've done for over a decade of social media posts and everything else, connecting with people, even sitting down with businesses, start-up businesses, and they're saying, oh, this is what I'm doing. And even just not sitting down and charging them for the time, but just saying, well, have you thought about doing X, Y, and Z? And, have you talked to this person? Oh, Jesus, I worked with a food supplier there. Actually, he'd be a great guy to buy this off. And just building a little community and a little network.
Yeah.
That for me is us building our brand because we're connecting people together.
Yeah, that's interesting now. And I would definitely, I would definitely say that of the Brand Geeks. My first experience at the Brand Geeks, it was, so my wife is from Waterville, as you know,
Yes.
right? And many years ago when I was courting her, I used to drive down through Clorglan and I'd pass your shop, the Brand Geeks with the black and red, with the red glasses, the same. The logo's the same, the colouring is just different, is it?
Yeah.
And I was frustrated with my own career and I was like, what am I fucking doing? And blah, 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 blah. I don't know what to do. And I was like, oh, these guys might. And I was trying to get an agent at the time and agents wouldn't look at me. And look, this is the conversation. This is the story.
Did you ring us up or something? We said no.
I rang you up. I rang you up. I swear to God. And I was talking to you. Yeah.
I can't remember this at all.
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Was I talking to the other fellow who plays the guitar? He was working with you at the
Kieran.
time.
Yeah.
Kieran. I was talking to Kieran.
Yeah.
And I rang him up and I said, how are things? I'm Cornelius O'Sullivan. I said, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm trying to get myself out there. I'm looking for brand ideas and stuff like that. And he just gave me about 45 minutes of his time on the phone. Yeah. And
he's a fabulous guy.
A lovely man, a lovely man. And he gave me about 45 minutes of his time on the phone. The phone was ringing in the background, right? There was people trying to do business with you, and he was like, they'll be grand,
Yeah.
Chatted away, and he gave me a few ideas, and ultimately he said, I don't think we're here. I don't think we'd be able to help. Like, we could get you, maybe some work, or we could do some. I remember him saying we might do some sketches and all that kind of stuff. And it never amounted to anything, but I never chased it and he never chased it. Do you know what I mean? But I remember saying it to Noel, saying, they're lovely in there. They're lovely in there. They were interested in helping me. They weren't interested in signing me up on the dot, and do you know that kind of way.
Yeah.
And I felt, and then years later, then you got in contact, and we did the calendar there for Christmas.
Right, yeah. Was that last year or the year before?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and that was great. It was great, and then we moved on to this year. We'll talk about that in a minute. But what I'd like to ask you right next is, so we talked about your breakfast, okay?
Yeah.
And then we talked about you dossing school and repeating your leaving cert. And where did Chris Mack, how did Chris Mack go from repeating his leaving cert to owning a branding, like a very successful branding company in his own hometown, employing, how many people did you employ?
But there's 9 of us, I suppose, including myself and Louise.
9 full-time employees. And, like involved with some of the,
And Jarpa, 10.
And Jarpa.
He's 20 euros a month.
He's 20 euros. Yeah. Fuck, this is well worth it. He's fucking, you should try and get them all on that kind of money now. Yeah. See how you get on. How did you get from there? Tell me your story. Like, where did you go to college? How did you get involved in branding? How the fuck did any of this happen?
I know. It's a mad enough.
How old are you? Do you mind me asking?
45.
Okay.
Born in 1980.
1980. 45. So you're a young man still.
Yeah, I feel like I am.
Yeah. I'm 48. I'm 48. I'm a young man too.
You're very young.
Thank you,
very
man.
Young.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't pick up that quick enough.
Look young for you look really young for 48.
You look great. You look great.
Do I?
You do.
And they're your own words as well.
Yeah, look.
Great. Thank you.
Why did I suppose the start is funny, right? Because we didn't start. Well, so after school, I'm going to just go back and I'm going to just give a So as I said, with one brother. So my mother had me when she was 19, and I would say origin story. Like, I suppose my parents would have been obviously very young, 19. My dad's a couple of years older, and then they had my brother 5 years later, and as I was dossing school and failing my leaving cert, my mother was working full time. Went back to college in the evenings, did a degree in business. Father was working all the time. They instilled a massive work ethic in both of us, I suppose, really. So I suppose that's probably one of the things that stuck with me. I left school and I did electronic engineering in Limerick for
electronic
a couple of weeks, I would say. It was if you could have picked the worst possible course to do.
I love, for me, stories like this, the more failure in them, the more enjoyable they are.
There's loads of it.
The amount of failure, it's just, that's the foundation of your success, all the failures. So you went to LIT. For only a few weeks.
I'd say probably 3 months or something.
Fucking man, that's amazing. So you failed your leaving cert, you went back, you repeated it.
Yeah.
You got enough points to do electrical engineering, and 3 months after that, then you said, "Yeah, fuck that as well."
And there wouldn't have been a lot of money in the house. Do you know what I mean? Like for my parents to be paying
Brave
for
enough
rent
now.
and
Like,
fucking, you know.
what did you do, man? Did you get a job?
Yeah, I did. I got a job after, and then in the summer I went working in a hotel, and I went back to college in Tralee. Oh no, yeah, I went back to college in Tralee. I did business and tourism.
Okay.
But I was still working in the hotel, and the hotel said, "Well, if you stay with us, we'll put you through hotel management in Galway." So they paid for me to do hotel management degree in Galway in GMIT. So I did that, and
Galway's a good city.
yeah, Galway's good. But I was working in the hotel in Ryan's in Killarney, like so, and that's where I met Louise, my wife.
Was she working with you?
She was in reception, yeah.
Okay. You dirty dog.
I know, and
Respect.
so yeah, then I did that. I suppose that's my kind of education side, if you like.
Yeah.
I did hotel management for a while, and then we had Lucy's our oldest, so she's 20. So when she was born, I said, "Fuck it, I don't do hotels anymore."
Yeah.
Be working morning, noon, and night, you know.
Yeah.
So I got a job in sales, working for Aircom, just door to door.
Okay.
Like, yeah, which I loved it. Like,
Yeah.
to be fair.
But I'd say you'd sell sand to the Arabs.
And you know, I was selling broadband. They still don't have broadband. Like, I was selling broadband 20 years ago. And I'd say they still don't have it. Like,
Christ.
I was in there. Oh, Jesus is coming. The wires are coming.
You may as well have it signed up now.
But
Fucking
look,
they'll
we were
switch it on next Monday.
We were getting paid per sale. So anyway, that's all I knew. Like, you know. And then I got
Is that door to door?
Yeah.
I did door to door as well.
Yeah.
Combined insurance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
One of the tactics was you had to try and sign them up on the day, you know.
Oh yeah.
And
there's no comeback. Like,
there's no you
yeah.
get one chance, and
Yeah.
one of the things was, I'm just going to stand up here now for a second, right? You'd knock on the door, and they'd answer the door, and you just do this. Hello, how are things? Just pretend to be cleaning your feet, and they instinctively go like that. You walk in. I'm telling you, it worked 3 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
To walk in, if you just pretend to wipe your feet. They gave us all these like nefarious little sales tactics, like little ways to overrule objections. Like, did you have that as well? Did you have a script? Like,
yeah, they brought us to Dublin for a week to do like that whole sales training and
Yeah.
whatever. Like, yeah, I can't really remember.
and just learn
now,
a script basically.
Yeah,
like, isn't
that
it?
was
How
it,
to
like.
deal with objections.
But I worked with some lads, like they were just brilliant at it as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there was one fella, and he used to jump the gate, like if he saw someone at the door, like, and they could see him, he used to jump the gate. They'd be opening the door and say, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Oh, gee," he was just such a bubbly person
Yeah.
as well. Like,
Yeah.
But it was great. Sales training was great.
Yeah.
Door to door, like.
to put a hard shell on you now, that kind of work.
Yeah, it would, like, it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was, I mean, it was Aircom as well, which were the most expensive at the time. Like, there was
Yeah.
no two ways about it. So
Yeah.
we were the win back team. So if you left to get a cheaper bill, we were sent out then to win them back.
Okay.
Like, it was madness in a way, like, you know.
Yeah.
But we
It was
got
a
on with
Wild West really at the time, wasn't it?
it was, to be fair, like, it was. And I loved it. And
And it was commish. That's commish, mostly commish,
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it is.
So,
But
and was it unlimited commish, like?
it was, but like, if you were handy enough at it, and you'd know, like, oh, if I'm going to get 10 sales here, I'm going to get X amount. If I get 15, I get this. And if I get 20 sales, I get a load of money. But if I get 20 sales, I'll need 20 next week again,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So you'd have to be cute. But there was days I could go out and I get 15 sales in the first day.
Yeah.
So I do nothing for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I know that was the same in combined.
It was-
You'd have a target of signing up 2 a day, but you could sign up 7 or 8 on your first day, and you could be like, "That's me done for the
Which
week."
was the fear, like, that, sure, I'll never get 15 next week, like, you
Yeah.
know. And
Oh,
there'd be
yeah.
certain areas that I'd go to, like,
Yeah.
and like the rural areas especially, like, people, jeez. I mean, I went into this woman living in the mountains, like, and she just said, "Will you come in and have supper or something?" And I said, "Well, I'm kind of..."
And you know they can't get any fucking
I'm Russian,
broadband
but-
in the mountains, like.
No, but like, all
But you're
she,
like, this
all she
cunt
wanted
is
was
signing up.
All she wanted was company,
Yeah.
and that was actually. And yeah, I went in and had the dinner, like, and
Why wouldn't you?
I didn't want to upset her,
No,
like,
no. And you were hungry.
And I said, "Come here, before I go," I said, "I'm from Aircom. You wouldn't mind?" And I should, no bother, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's the 45-minute phone call, man. Do you know that's what that is?
yeah.
That's what that is. That's people are cash rich and time poor now, you know?
Yeah.
And if you can give someone time, genuine time, and not just like fucking have the mask on, do you know, that kind
Yeah,
of way?
100%.
They-
100%.
you'll see it. I'll see it myself. I know if someone is being fake to me or being real with me.
Yeah.
And it's the real people that you want to be around.
Yeah, 100%.
That's so interesting. I did so go on.
Well, I know.
Yeah. So you're
this will be a 4-part podcast.
Fucking hell.
But no, I'm going to skip forward a little bit. That's where I got my sales training, I suppose. And if you like,
did you do any other door-to-door sales?
I did. After that, I got into sales, but it was B2B sales, and it was into hotels. So I had my hotel management side of it, and I was going in selling branded stuff.
Yeah.
So I was selling branded stuff into hotels, and then I was like, geez, I could
do this.
I could nearly do this myself. Yeah, that's the short side of it. But I mean, that was basically it. Like.
Yeah.
And then, so I love.
So you were doing B2B, right? Business. That's business to business.
Business to business. Yeah.
I actually also did that, but I did that with mobile phones.
Okay.
With O2, but so you were doing it from you were.
No,
working,
I was driving around.
So you were working for a distributor, is it?
Yeah.
And going to hotels.
Going into hotels.
This is like.
Yeah.
This is cups,
branded coasters and branded cups and whatever. Yeah.
And you kind of saw, okay, maybe I could do my version of this.
Well, I saw that side of it, and then I also. So it was 12 years ago, I suppose, we started, and I wanted to do something online. And I saw a gap in the market for branded merch for the clubs in Ireland, the sports clubs.
Yeah.
And so what I set up, first of all, was a company called Club Colours and the idea behind it was that I do promotional products and merch. So let's just say what your local club is.
Killavullen.
So,
and Ballyclaw then would be my club, my actual club.
So like say Ballyclaw wouldn't have had any merch, like he'll say, you know. So I went to, the idea was that I would have a shop with all the products, their mugs or whatever it might be, phone covers, they were massive then.
Oh yeah.
And
Fucking hell.
so I had all this stuff, and I said, right, I'll create the website for you. We'll brand the products and we'll dispatch them for you once
the sale comes through.
Yeah, and you send your customers, your supporters, to the website, and they'll buy the products. And we signed up like hundreds of clubs. Like we signed hundreds of clubs up, and that was the competition that we won with Arthur Guinness. So it was the best sports business idea of the year.
Whatever happened to that?
Part of that, then, like Matt Cooper interviewed me as he was a judge, and there's another gentleman interviewed me, and we basically won it, I suppose, in our category, like. But every club we signed up was like, yeah, this is great, but that was it. Like, they're based on volunteers, like.
Yeah.
So they're like, sure, what's it going to cost us? Oh, it's not going to cost you anything. Oh, sure, sign us up. And we signed us up.
That's funny now. That's because the concept. I think the concept is amazing.
And we gave 20% back of the purchase price on every sale
to the club. So if they bought a hoodie, for argument's sake, with the club's colours on it, and there was €20 profit in it, they'd get, what is it, 20% of that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, €4. Yeah.
So that was the idea behind it. My brother came on board working. So it was just myself and himself. We were inside now, like in a 1.5 by 1.5 room. It was a fucking box room, like, you know.
Was it haunted?
And it was by the time we finished. And we were working there, and it was fucking highly stressful, like.
Yeah.
Because we would sign up, and I'd say that out of the hundreds of clubs, like, we weren't selling one product a week.
Yeah, no, I could see that in the GA clubs, because like it might be different now though. It might be slightly different now because we're more online than we were, we'll say, when that concept came off, because I just wonder how to do it. Like I see GA mystery kits the way they do. That's probably the way to do it nowadays.
I suppose number one, I think if I charged the clubs, if they paid, like, even if it was €100 to have the site, to have the shop,
and let them keep the profits of the thing.
But like, they'd be more saying, oh geez, we paid for this, so we better put something on our social media. Whereas like they were, and
I think GA clubs as well, like, I mean, you see it in GA anyway, across the, like, I mean, there's a war between the traditionalists and the modernists. And the traditionalists generally tend to win, you know. But that is moving slightly now. And I think that GA clubs, they should have like a digital creator. Every GA club should have a digital creator employed as a pack. Do you know, when you come in, who's going to be the PRO? Who's going to be this? Who's going to be the digital creator? And that there's a list of jobs for that person. Because, you know, it's like it's a market, like it's a shop window, like.
Look, and
It's a shop window. You like we're talking about this earlier on. Like if I looked at my phone there now, and I'm a heavy user on the phone, 6 to 8 hours a day I'm on my phone, creating something or researching something or scrolling on something. And I'd say I'm not alone there now. I'd say most people are like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was it. And look, that was a massive failure, I suppose, really. Like, in terms of we'd won an investment of money. It literally just went out on everything. Just there was because there was no money coming in.
What did you learn from that then?
I think the learning came from I got a phone call from a hotel one day actually, and they said, "Oh, can you do branded golf balls?" Because I say they were looking up, and somebody must have said, "Oh, he does sports stuff, the clubs, And they were looking for branded golf balls, and I said, "Oh yeah, we can get them branded." And I don't know, it was like $3,500. So you can imagine now we were selling a mug for a tenner and giving €2 back. And we were probably selling one a week.
Yeah.
And then there was someone looking for $3,500 and
The light bulb.
so I was like, that's true. And they were like, "Oh, that's fine." And they were like, we need them straight away, so that's paid. I was like, "Oh, that's grand, yeah, no problem." Put down the phone and ran around the house naked, like,
where are we going to get golf balls?
Actually, myself and my brother went down and we went on the piss, actually, straight away. We went down to Francie's and we went on the piss. And because the fucking excitement was unbelievable, And so then after we just I was just thinking about it. I was like, what are we doing? Like, we're wasting our time.
Yeah.
So and it was a killer because I suppose Club Colours was the idea, was the baby,
Yeah.
And so we just fucking closed it, I suppose, really, and just opened up. I just said we're just going to just do merch for companies with marketing people that have a budget. They're not spending their own money.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sell you something and say, here.
They have a marketing budget.
They have their budget.
What's your budget this year? This is what we can do for you.
Yeah. And we had a lot of the contacts from the suppliers where we were getting the stuff. They were all very similar, similar products,
Isn't it? It always fucking amazes me how an awful lot of life is just not giving up. Not fucking giving up. And eventually the break will come. Like I could imagine there now, yourself and your brother inside that thing, and you fucking sending that. They're all signing up.
I'll tell you that.
You're on fucking Today FM with fucking Matt. What's his name?
Matt Cooper.
Matt Cooper.
Yeah.
Jim McGuinness is fucking clapping your back. Everyone's telling you you're amazing.
You're flying. You're going great.
And to the world, they all think you're doing amazing. But being beside in the shed with your brother, you're like, what the fuck are we going to do? All the money's gone.
And I remember I bought a printer. I never said it to him or anything. I just said, I just bought this fucking printer. I said, we'll buy this yoke. And I can't even remember what it was doing. What the printer was doing. It was for some yoke anyway, like t-shirts or something. I can't remember. But and I brought it. It was coming up to like a bank holiday weekend. I can't even remember which one it was now. But it was just the two of us, and there was loads of pressure.
Yeah.
There was tons of it,
Yeah.
And
there's nothing worse than pressure, man.
And I didn't take any notice.
Are you getting tick with your brother, or was he getting tick with you?
You see, Ira, I don't really. No, I'd say maybe he was probably getting tick with me a small bit because I'm kind of loosey goosey, and he's not.
Yeah.
And the printer landed anyway, and I was like, "Oh, there's a fella coming to train us in the printer now, and whatever day And he just turned around and he says, "Nah, I'm done." And he walked out the door, and we'd an order to get ready like that day. And
so you don't fight, no.
And but we didn't fight. I suppose that was the thing. And this was building up.
There's no point.
I just did, but I didn't see it building up in him either, So
yeah.
So he just walked out the door, and I suppose it would have been my parents' biggest fucking fear as well. Boys are working together now, and if they fall out, for fuck's sake, And so I think, I don't know, I can't remember, was it my father or my mother? They rang and they were like, "What's the story?" I said, "There's no story." And they said, "Oh, Thomas Scott." I said, yeah, but
with a lovely printer.
Yeah, I said, "But sure, I just didn't realise that the stress was building up in him as well,
Yeah.
And I said, "Sure, but sure, just tell him not to worry about it,
Yeah.
Do you know,
Don't worry.
I fuck it, the business can come and go, and I've only one brother, do you know?" And so I said it. I actually left him alone for a couple of days because I said, "Jesus, I won't be going after him now, and he'll think I only went to bring him back in." And I think maybe the Monday or the Tuesday I rang him and I said, "Listen, don't be doing something you don't want to do for me,
Yeah.
And I didn't realise that he just didn't want to do it. So it was a big learning curve, to be fair.
Yeah. It's mad, man.
But it was
So he left, so then it was just you then, so is it?
Yeah.
And it was funny. I said this to you during the week. I was like, as I said to you this morning, I said, when I was ringing about this, I said, geez, you got a new premises?
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because you did that TikTok where you were like, showed the shed.
I shared the story, I think. It was a memory or whatever, yeah.
And it's like you open the door and then you're into so it was the kitchen, was it, first of all?
That box room first, and then the back shed in the back of the house.
Is that you and your wife, is it? Is that where Brand Geek starts then?
Yeah.
That box room in your house?
That's where it started as Club Colours, I suppose, if you like, yeah.
And then you moved to a shed outside. Is that the shed with you and your brother then, is it?
Yeah.
With the printer?
Yeah.
All right. And then you will go through another door and then you're on...
The office downtown.
Which, it was fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it was.
I used to come over that bridge and it used to catch my eye, like...
Yeah.
So that's... Are you there then?
We were there a good few years.
Are you there then by yourself and you're building your team with your wife?
Yeah. I went in... No. So Louise was working for a financial company for like 13 or 14 years. And she didn't come in...
Creaming it.
So, like, she was the breadwinner for the house. Like, there's no two ways about it. Like, you know...
My story is so similar to yours. Like, Noella's the same, like.
And, like, the person, the rocket sense behind everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if there was any mad move that I said, we'll do this, or Club Colours isn't working, like, will I turn around and get a job? You know, which would have been, like, I could have got a sales job in the morning, like, you know. At the time, we had 3 kids, I suppose. So, you know, it would have made sense as well. It would have been the logical thing to do. Yeah. But I suppose there was just something in me that I just had, like, there is something here. So Louise has always backed us, you know. And then she left her job when we were downtown.
How long were you downtown before she left your job?
I'd say a year or two, maybe.
A year or two.
Yeah.
So when you went into that office, was it mostly merch you're doing now at this stage?
Yeah.
Is it
like promotional products would be 70% like of what we're doing, yeah.
And it must have been doing okay for her to move in, or was it doing shit?
No, it was just one of those things. Will we hire another person, or like, so we had we were working round the clock as well. Yeah. Like, so like the offices there and the people that were there would go home, but we'd work in the evenings. Louise would come home from work, her day job, and then do the Brand Geeks work or whatever, because she was doing, I didn't have a clue about accounts or any of that, so she was doing that side of it. So she left her job and joined, and we got another loan. I think it was to buy another machine and to develop downstairs of that place where we are.
You're dreaming up all this the whole time. You're like you're the Steve Jobs of this, like, getting everyone else to do it.
Yeah, we'll chance this and we'll chance that, and we did it. I think it was 70 grand just to do up downstairs and add another printer and a Yoki Bob. And
imagine if your brother was working for you then.
And 2 weeks later, COVID hit.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah.
70 grand.
Louise was like, "What the fuck are we after doing?" Or what was she after doing? But the printer we got printed signs for COVID. So we did all right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We like
from the jaws of defeat,
fucking
snatched victory.
Yeah. I mean, like, it was.
But it just goes that's the look for fucking keep going, man.
And we said we were essential. Like,
COVID was your stroke of luck.
Yeah, we didn't close. We said we were essential.
Yeah,
people need COVID signs. We're essential. And we did COVID masks and branded masks.
Branded COVID golf balls.
Yeah, I tell you. I mean, and that is, to be honest with you,
COVID saved your life.
COVID was, well,
pardon me.
It wasn't. Well, yeah.
It could.
I mean, there was.
If you hadn't that machine, though, then
if we hadn't the machine, I'd say we probably wouldn't have taken off on that side of it. Yeah.
And here you are now. You're in to finish off your origin story, right? You're now in this warehouse.
Yeah, it was a wool shed, so all the wool that was sheared in Kerry was stored there years back. Yeah, so we just still call it the wool shed.
Yeah, so that's cool.
That was 70 years ago or whatever. Yeah, and we built an office within. It's just this big, huge shed, like, and we built them out of basically walk-in fridges. You know, those panels, and there's the computer is heated, like, because it keeps the heat in, and the printer's running, so there's no heating. Like,
Yeah. There's no heating costs at all.
Yeah,
Damn, mate.
yeah,
We're fucking up to everything down
we're
here.
up to everything. Like, yeah.
We have
But
no heating.
it's mad. Like, it's just like I will say, we hired incredible people.
Yeah.
We're just very lucky, you know. At the
Are
right
they
time,
all
like,
local people, or did you have to get?
pretty much? They're pretty
Are they?
much local.
That's very
like,
handy.
Yeah.
Because that's great for them as well. Then that they're living.
Now
and
there's
working.
there's one or two that are traveling a bit, like, but they're all in Kerry, I suppose, if you like.
And didn't you have you had a huge influencer working with you there at one stage, like Tyke.
Yeah, Tyke Fleming was working with us.
Tyke Fleming, he's got like millions and millions of
Yeah,
followers.
yeah.
What was he doing for you when he was working with you?
He was doing social media management,
Was he?
for our clients. Yeah. So it's great, like.
Yeah, but obviously he's got too big now at this
Yeah,
stage.
and do you know, it's funny because he was with us and up to COVID, like, I think like a lot of influencers, like when people couldn't do anything else, like they were just online and they were just consuming content at a phenomenal rate, like, and I think his following grew at a,
exponentially.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy, like, you know,
Yeah.
and I think it just took off at such a rate that he could only just work on
Maintain
that.
that,
He couldn't, yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. I think his content is amazing. It's so wholesome. Himself and his father. Derry's his father.
Terry,
isn't it?
yeah.
And
they're savage. They're beautiful people. Like, they're lovely people. Like,
again, you can see the genuineness. I feel anyway.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know,
absolutely, yeah.
Like, you can just see the absolute love that he has
Yeah.
now for his father, and vice versa,
Yeah.
and how they drive each other cracked at the same time.
100%.
So right, okay, that's cool. We'll. What's the dumbest branding mistake you've seen that could be fixed for free?
I'm going to surprise you with this one now. But dumbest isn't. I wouldn't use the word
Okay,
dumb.
you can change the word dumb.
Yeah, because but like, give me any inter-county footballer or hurler. We just take David Clifford as an example. Not utilising social media, doesn't really have an account,
He doesn't.
not really building his own brand, and I feel like it's such an easy thing to do. Like, it's such an easy fix that, like, and he doesn't, like, so I could totally understand.
He's a school teacher, isn't he?
Yeah, and like, no, teachers don't really like to be on social media or whatever.
Yeah.
But he could have a business profile created.
Yeah.
Get the likes of the Brand Geeks to look after it.
Yeah.
But, you know, and you look after that, you look after whatever.
We'll bring in the income. You need to come here 5 times a
And
year.
that's all you need to do. And we limit you to, like, you only have X amount of brands that will deal with you.
Are you kind of getting into uncharted territory or murky territory there then with, you know, maybe you're not if you're doing it, if they're personal. Do you know
I just feel it's not so much for now. I think for now, all he should be concentrating on is football and his teaching and that and family, whatever. And that, you know, but like, say when it's over, like, there's some people have really good following on their accounts. Like, Paul Galvin was always very good at it. I mean, I know I'm using Kerry lads now, but like,
No,
but
it's
in
fine.
terms of, he obviously had a plan after, because he had fashion and he was going to be launching stuff, and, you know, he wants to use the social media, but they've got they've platforms there that will grow themselves. They don't need to do anything.
Like, I suppose Paul Galvin, for example, he's a good like, he was mad into his fitness. He was an unbelievable wing forward for Kerry, multiple All-Ireland winner and Munster football winner, multiple All-Star winner. But what was interesting about Paul when he was playing football was he didn't let football completely complete him. It wasn't his whole identity.
No.
He was, and he used to get sledged on the pitch for it now, you know, like, he was well into his fashion, like, he was a madman now for wearing shoes with no socks. You know, and
the first man in Clarny with tight jeans.
he just couldn't afford socks, is what I heard. You know, although in fairness, now he comes from North County Kerry, so there's a hurling country, so we'll cut him a bit of slack. But I do. I
know what I mean,
I
though?
actually do. I suppose the only pushback on it is that I'd say is you'd want, and I know where you're coming from as well. You don't have to be putting up stories and stuff like that.
No.
You just need a profile that you can use down the line if you're selling something or if you're doing a talk.
100%.
And you know, something.
I think when your football career or hurling career is over, you can say, oh yeah, I have an Instagram account that has 70,000 followers. I have this here. And then when you're going to a company and they can say, okay, what can you do for us?
Yeah.
you have the metrics to back it up.
You have the metrics to back it up. That's very interesting. My only thing is if and I think that's it's a great opportunity as well. If anyone's listening to this, it's actually myself and Chris's idea. So she can't have it. Is that right, Chris?
That's right. That's
Said
right.
it himself.
Yeah.
But the GA might get a bit pissed off about that from a money point of view.
Yeah, that they might be missing out.
Yeah. But like,
but if you look at any of the players, and like this is the thing that, like if you'd pick any car dealer around, they probably have a GA player affiliated with them. And it's how do they quantify then what that player is giving them back?
Yeah.
Because if that player doesn't have a social media account, but they're driving past and they have like Kanye sort of there at the side door
I presume
and nothing
David
else.
Clifford has a car now, for example.
He does.
I presume he has a car. So exactly what you're saying there now is like, if there was twice a year that, you know, if you were managing his thing, that you saw him getting his car at one, got just a reel of collecting the car and a reel with him driving the car or something like that.
And they do that, but I just feel like he could make a lot more when his football career is over.
Yeah.
Like it's fine now if he's nominated for an All-Star and he's, you know...
Yeah. I totally get it.
Of course he's going to get a car. But like say when the career is over then and you've amassed a following and you've amassed, you know, a metric to say, it's still worth giving me a car.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I think it's a great idea. And I see it myself. Like even after matches, even after club matches. Like, what match was I at there recently? I was at a hurling match, Middleton and Charleville. And Brian Saunders, who's the, I'm not pronouncing his surname correctly now, it's spelled Sior, I think. He's the sub-goalkeeper for the Cork's hurling sub-goalkeeper this year, right? And he was surrounded after the match by like maybe 50, 60 kids and stuff like that. And they're all tomorrow's clients.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and like, I'm not saying now that he needs to be up with his phone there, but you can have, I think that's a good idea. That's like,
and I don't think he needs to be up with his phone at all.
And you
know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. This is my account, but I don't run it.
Like if
the Brand Geeks run it.
Go to, I'm not fair picking and David there, like because it's not something he wants.
Well, he's but they'd have to want it, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you just take it that he's there and he could, you know, there's loads of photographers, there's loads, and somebody tags it, he can use that photo, or he can say, "Can I use that?" You know, or have
it's kind of like
it's like a sports agent. But
I was just about to say it's
for the digital side.
Yeah, and that's it's a very lucrative career in England if you're a sports agent and you're
100%.
managing footballers' contracts. Be very interesting to see how that goes. Keep me posted if you do that. Be very interesting. We'll partner up. So this is, speaking of partners, Cronin Cider.
Yeah.
Choose to be extraordinary. Okay.
That was exceptional the way you did that.
Thank you very much. I was going to have a sup of their, except I'm driving. So this is their, this is them.
That's them.
They sponsor my videos. You got me the contract. You set the ball in motion for that. John Cronin, who we talked about earlier on, he's the proprietor. Yeah. I think their cider genuinely is lovely. I'm not a big cider drinker, but I only drink Cronin's now if I'm drinking anything. And I see it. I've really started to see the influx of it.
Isn't it hard though? Like people are watching this or they're listening to this and they're kind of saying, "Oh yeah, he's only saying that," but like it is genuine. It's just a lovely cider.
It's like, a lovely cider.
I was drinking it for ages before we started working with Cronin's, like, and we had a couple of videos up from ourselves of just having Cronin's in the office if we were celebrating something or they would, win a contract or something. We'd celebrate with Cronin's or whatever. And I remember my first time ever meeting John. He was on the street. He was in Killorglin in the van, and I just saw the Cronin's van. And I said, "Oh, John, is it?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, I'm Chris in the Brand Geeks." And he knew we'd tagged him or something. And he said, "1 second." And he said, "Here you are, boy." And he gave me a case of Cronin's. And I was down into the office. I was like, "Fuck's sake, like, this is fantastic." We know work done then, like, but but he's so genuine. And it was one of the things when we started, and we were kind of having the conversation with Cronin's and saying, like, what do we want to do, and how do you get to like grassroots Ireland, like, and it's through the GA. And you came to my head straight away because I said, like, I already liked the videos and I already liked that, and like if we have that extraordinary moment and if it's extra, we build on that. But not only that, I think like there's so much with club football now. I think club football and hurling is.
It's gone to a new level, man.
It is unreal.
It's gone to a new level. Honest to God, like, I mean, since they've changed the way the season is, it's made it. The club season now is, for me, more enthralling than the inter-county season. This year for inter-county now was amazing for me, obviously, and for you, right?
Yeah.
Both our counties got to All-Irelands.
Yeah.
You won, we lost. All right? But if you're from Cavan, or if you're a Clare football fanatic, or if you're from Waterford or Louth, and Louth had a good season this year, and these are counties that occasionally have a good year. The club season is what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's what it's all about. And we're talking about Instagram and social media things there. I mean, these boys and girls are fucking heroes in parishes.
Yeah.
They're absolute heroes in parishes. And it's like, do you know, when you were talking about the grassroots there with Cronin's, and I'm going on tour now, as I was saying at the start of the show, with my new show, right, Pull Hard. I'm doing a national tour, but then I'm going to do like a minutia tour. I'm going to like fucking do as many gigs in Kerry as I can in small, tiny little places.
Yeah.
Same in Cork. Because that's what the Unbelievables did 25, 30 years ago when they were breaking into Ireland. And it's how you have to do it. You have to be you're talking about John handing you the things and putting up signs and shaking hands.
Yeah.
He's the brand.
Oh, 100%. Like, and I was at the Dingle Food Festival at the weekend, you know, and he was there with a stand, and I was just recording little bits and watching him, like, and he's just got an amazing way with people as well. Like, you know, he did a great connection with everyone that came up, and it was just so much positivity about the drink, and you know, people tasting it, and you know,
honestly, I was a small bit worried, not an awful lot worried. Right? I was a small bit worried at the start, right, that people mightn't like the drink, and they might think that, yeah, he's only fucking doing that now for the money.
And he sold out.
And he sold out.
Yeah,
Do you know that kind of way?
Yeah.
So I intentionally drank it, right? And myself, and like anytime I go anywhere, I'd look for it. And it's genuinely nice. It's genuinely refreshing. It's a lovely, lovely drink. Yeah. And like, I just think that, you know, in the small clubs in Ireland, like, that type of, like, that Dingle Festival now, right? Yeah. Do something like that in Clare. Do something like that. All these small little things, over time, they build 100%. Up. They just build up. And then suddenly, the brand has been made. It's aware. People are aware of it, you know? But
and the 0-0 is top class.
Yeah.
You know?
He's going places, I'd say.
Big time. And I just, you know, I'd be delighted if, you know, things start clicking, and I know that there's a couple of big things coming in 26.
You can't say, obviously.
I can't say, but like there's some great things ahead.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm delighted, and I'll tell you, for me, it's it's just like it's my first. It was my first major brand deal, right? I did a deal with Centra as well this year, and I just feel a connection with it because, like, I'm going to matches, people are calling me Cronin Cider.
Yeah,
like Cronin Cider, you know, sending me pictures, DMs of them drinking Cronin Cider.
To tell you about Cronin Cider, like, say when I meet with them, like, so I'm meeting at the kitchen table with himself and his wife, and you know, Declan that's working with them as well, and like there's tea and buns on the table. Do you know what I mean? And his wholesome, daughters are coming in from football or whatever, like 100% wholesome, and like there's 100% passion behind it, like, you know, and it's sure you just love working with people like that. Like, that's the fucking thing. And that's not I know it sounds kind of cringy, like, but like that, but genuinely that's the fucking secret sauce, man. That's the, like, you're getting up in the morning, you this is how you got into your business, and then it's the same. I honestly do feel it's the people you work with, it's the people that you're around that'll raise your own vibration, and then you go on to the next experience, what you're having, enriched from the conversation you had with John, or enriched with 100%, the company you're working with. And that'll bring you, like I said, and we could be we do a lot of the merch for Bauer Media, so Today FM and Newstalk and all those, like, so a lot of those, if you win a prize in Today FM, it's coming from the Brand Geeks 9 times out of 10, you know. So wow. And we've RT tender this year on that, like, and there's a couple of big colleges and ETBs and stuff like that, like, and they're brilliant as well, like, you know, they're brilliant brands to be working with, like, but like, it's just those bits of conversations that you might have at the kitchen table with John would remind you as well, like, that, geez, this is why. he's getting out of bed in the morning, and that's why I'm getting out of bed in the morning. Then,
It must be nice to work with the likes of John there now. That's a family mom and pop shop vibe, but they're aiming for global. Like, obviously, that's like I would say, talking to John a few times, I was talking to him, that he'd like to take over Earth first, and then maybe look at fucking Mars.
But
I'd
love to be a fly in the wall when he's in with people, because he's so persuasive, like.
Very persuasive.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
But in a very nice way.
Yeah.
In a friendly way. You'd be coming away. Jesus, I just gave him 15 grand there. What was that for?
Yeah, exactly.
No. Well, look, we'll move it on. We're nearly there. Can a small business build a cult following and grow to a big company?
Cult?
Yeah.
Oh, I read that wrong.
Sorry, no, actually, you're right. Yeah. Can a small business build a cunt following and grow?
I'd fucking list of businesses.
I know a few big businesses that are cunts now, I will say that. Like, do you know any example of what I'm trying to say to you?
I do, like, I suppose, harping on about Cronin's, like, but like, they have a little bit of that, like, do you know, a lot of the time when people, it's funny, like, a lot of the time people come into us and they say, oh, what should I do? Like, I want to market myself, whatever. Or you'd meet people or whatever out, and I'd say, like, the best thing you could do, like, is just get a tripod and stick your phone on it and start doing videos and start trying to connect with your audience, but it's like your social media audience, like.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I don't do that at all. I don't like being on camera.
You'd be surprised. I don't mind it, obviously. You don't mind it.
Yeah.
The lads here probably would be privy enough to it.
I don't love it, though.
Don't you?
No.
Yeah,
I just know that, like, just a couple of weeks there where I haven't put anything up, and then the longer it goes on, I'm like, oh, I have to fucking do something then, and then the pressure builds, like, oh.
And then you're like, I haven't put up on anything in a while. If I put up this now and it's shit, what'll happen?
Yeah.
I think the thing to do is to put it up and walk away, and then put up something else the next day and walk away, and put up in something, like, that's what I do a lot of the time, especially if it's a creative sketch. If I'm doing a match, it's different, because, like, a match is a beginning, a middle, and an end. I'm not creating it.
It'll dictate itself.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm orating it, I'm commenting it, I'm putting my own words on what's happening. But if I did a sketch there yesterday about I can't remember what it was now, but it was like, I wrote it in the morning. What was it? It was about, Micheál Martin ringing me up.
Oh, yeah.
Asking me, would I run for the presidency? And I couldn't, because I had a few ghosts. I ended up shifting a goat in Clorglen. And I said, would that come against me? And he said it would. And I said, sure, we tried. Yeah. And I just, about a half an hour, I got Noel to film it. I brought it into CapCut, edited, slapped it up and walked away from it. But I'd still have that fear. I'd still have that fear. What if that gets 2 likes? What if my friends go, Connie's finally lost the plot? Like, like, he's actually nearly 50. Like, look at the fucking state of him. Like, do you know what I mean? Is he limping? Has he got gout again? Yeah. Do you know? Like, that's the shit that goes in my...
I know.
You know, I do think that, and that's what your idea with the social media, people are afraid of it.
And, you know, we've had clients that, like, we actually have people that aren't clients, and I've met with them and I've chatted with them, and they've said, like, oh, we could do X, Y, or Z. And they're like, oh, yeah, we never went, because we want our marketing to be cleaner and more streamlined. And I was like, sure, I'm hardly going to market you the same way I market myself. Yeah. Do you know, like...
We're a marketing company, we can do different types of marketing.
Yeah. And they were like, oh. And then I'd say, oh, we did that campaign.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, sure, I'm hardly fucking doing the helicopter and do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, I just think sometimes people are a bit... You know, anyway.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
But, like, it's the
people that are the problem. So,
not me.
Yeah. No, that's that brings me on to the very last question, and this is the most pertinent question. All right, and I do think it's a possibly an impossible question to answer. But is it possible to grow hurling in Kerry? If you were tasked with growing hurling in Kerry, like, I mean, there is a little section of Kerry, North County Kerry, and there's fine hurlers there.
Absolutely,
fine hurlers there. And I know you went to the county final this year. Who won it? Was it Abby Dorney? Was it
Abby Dorney? Yeah,
Abby Dorney won it, and there was one. I think there's a fellow Abby Dorney plays with UCC. Is there?
No, I went to the game. Like,
okay.
We won't push me. Don't push me on the details.
No, but there's a little. It's like I was in.
Oh no, I would, like, if I walked down the road and I met a county Kerry hurler, I wouldn't know them.
You wouldn't know them, yeah. And that's fair, and it's hard as well, even with hurlers as well, because of helmets.
Well, absolutely, you know? And that's exactly what I was going to say, is because they wear the helmets.
Because if they were footballers, you'd definitely recognise them. But I was in Cushendall recently, right,
Yeah.
in North County Antrim, and it reminded me of Kerry, right, because like Cushendall is on the island of Ireland, but is occupied by
Yes.
a different country, and there's a little section in it, right, and I'd say no longer than maybe 20 miles, like circumference of 20 miles, and there's about 5 or 6 hurling teams, and they're all senior. And they are fucking mental about hurling.
Yeah.
They're mental about hurling. But then once you go out of that circle, you're in Ballymena and you're in, like these kind of English type towns and stuff like that. And I just was like, this place has fucking bottled what it's like to be the quintessential Irish GAA community. And Kerry are amazing footballers, brilliant footballers, most All-Ireland titles of all time, born with a football, and you had your own version of football before Gaelic football was even invented. Do you actually? I can't remember the name of it now, but there's a weird name for it. I think it's called incest.
Definitely, there's too many balls.
Incest football. I don't know.
Too many balls now.
Too many balls. Yeah. But the passion, like anytime I meet, I have good chats with you about GAA and it's undeniable, the passion. But there's a blockage there for the hurling. And I wonder
And they still have that passion in North Kerry.
And they have it in North Kerry.
And actually it is expanding a little bit. I mean, the first thing you do...
What would you do if you were tasked, if you had no budget, an unlimited budget?
Unlimited budget.
Just pay them all.
Yeah.
We'll do it so.
I'd bring hurleys in anyway. Like I genuinely wouldn't have seen a hurley growing up like.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the first thing anyway.
That'd be the first, I suppose.
But
and then we'd gradually bring the slitters in then after. Like.
Year 1, hurley. Year 2, grip.
We get the slitters in the year 3, like, it's not, I'd hate to say it's an impossible task, like, and I don't know, I feel like that Kerry are much better at hurling than Kilkenny are at football. Do you know what I mean?
They are.
Do you know, like, we're not.
You're not terrible.
We're not terrible, no.
No, you're not terrible. And this is the thing, is like you've got superstars that are playing football. Yeah. Would you have superstars that are playing hurling? Look, this is a hypothetical conversation because I know it'll never happen in my lifetime. But I would love to see the game of hurling grow, in stronger counties as well that are predominantly football. The likes of, like up north now as well, in there's hurling in Derry.
Yeah.
But it's predominantly football.
But one of the reasons I went to the county final is that sometimes you'd be talking to lads and be saying, the county final's coming up or this is on, whatever, like. And one of the reasons I went to it is like, geez, the county final is on, like, and it's a big deal, like, regardless of who's playing, like, and just wanted to just go to it and just.
Was it a good game?
It was grand,
Yeah.
It was a grand game, like, Abiturney were much stronger.
Much stronger.
Yeah. So it was all right, like. I was at the
All-Ireland.
The All-Ireland, yeah.
I saw you.
Yeah.
I saw you at the All-Ireland, yeah. We were going into our corporate posh seats.
That's right, actually,
yeah. The soft seats.
I'll tell you.
Did you get? What were you going to tell me?
I went to the football All-Ireland, like, and
I missed that.
I got these tickets from a supplier, right?
Right.
And so they gave us these. They gave us these tickets anyway. And your man said, "Look, there's the tickets," but he said there's a kind of a dinner included in it. Like, I don't know what I say this. There, yeah.
Yes. We'll finish on this.
Oh, fuck it. Anyway, so he said there's a dinner included in it, and I said, all right, okay. And he said, so you put on this band. So he gave me this envelope, and there's these bands. And myself and my friend anyway had the bands on, and we said, sure, fuck, if there's a dinner included, like, it must be in the premium section, do you know? And so we walked up to the fucking doors anyway, and we went in early because we had 1 or 2 drinks beforehand, and we settled ourselves, like, and we got to the door, like, and your man was like, oh, where are you going with these tickets, like? And we were like, oh, Jesus, sure, these are premium, all right, like, sure, we have a fucking band and all, we're having dinner here, lad,
Yeah.
And he just says, all right, go on away. So we went in, and then we went up into the premium section, so, it's like over the Hogan Sands, whatever, like, and we were like, no trace of where we were going, like, we were looking, we were asking 1 or 2, where's this dinner on? And they were like, I don't know, maybe it's over. I'd say you're on the wrong stand, lads,
Yeah. So
we walked all the way around, and we went right around to the other end of the stadium, and we met this fella, and we showed him his tickets. We were getting dinner, and he goes, lads, number one, he said, you're on the wrong side of the fucking, so we had to go back. And he said, you're not premium at all, lads. You're not premium, you should be downstairs. You shouldn't be on this level. So before we fucking give him a chance to bring us anywhere, we said, oh, do you know, we know where we're going now. And we turned around, we walked away from him, and we took off again, and we went back around. And we were like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well, we toughened it here because...
Did you?
Well, we didn't. We met this fella, and we brought... Where it was in the Ardcorla. So it's like in between, I never even knew. It's in between, like, do you know, the third level, and the premium is on 5.
Yeah.
And then Ardcorla is on 4, like.
Yeah.
So...
The Twilight's on.
Twilight's on. So we went down there anyway, and my kids were in the Davin stand, and I had told them, like, we're in the premium section now, so what the game is over, like, make our way over this way, like,
we'll get you up here.
We'll drag you in. And we went down and we had the dinner, but like, and
you got the dinner after?
We got the dinner all, and in fairness, like Croke Park, it's just amazing, like, and what they do, like, and this was exceptional, like, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But then after, like, everyone was going out, like, it was all, but you know, in the premium, there's a bar upstairs, like, and they'll serve for 2 hours after the game.
Yeah. Sure, you said that to me when I was going in for the hurling. You were like, I'll meet you in the thing. But like, I was doing a centre thing.
Yeah.
We went in for the dinner as well. Fucking hell. I looked at my watch and the ball was about to be thrown in about 5 minutes time. And I was like, there's a hurling match about to start. Yeah. You wouldn't even know that there was,
you wouldn't know, like.
Yeah.
And then after, and I won't kind of say, but we kind of snook.
Yeah, you're not going to say it, but you're going to say it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. This fella stopped me sneaking the kids over to the bar, and he goes, where are you going? He goes, Jesus Christ, you have to leave the way you came in. And actually, he said it in Dublin accent, you have to leave. And I won't do it.
What you fucking doing?
And I said, come here. I said, they have to go with their mother. They have to leave with their mother, like. And he said, no, they have to go the way they came in. I said, Jesus Christ, their mother. And he said, all right, go on. So
that's what you get from door-to-door sales, my friend.
That's what you get, like.
That's what you get from door-to-door sales. Listen, it's been amazing talking to you.
Thanks a million.
Thank you so much.
I mean, what was it, 4 hours?
We're an hour and a half. Follow the Brand Geeks. Give them if you're looking for any merch or any branding whatsoever. I couldn't recommend these guys more. I've done a lot of work with them. They're brilliant. Chris is amazing. The team are amazing. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks, lad.
Stay in by the wall. Good
Thanks,
night,
lads.